I'm doing martial art, badminton, and swimming. And I found that swimming is the best sport for your body. So I've been doing Taekwondo for almost 20 years, participated in championship, got a few medals. But 3 years ago, I decided I want to quit. Because after years of kicking and bouncing, my joints are damaged badly. So I'm looking for another sport to help me continue to exercise, but at the same time don't damage my joint and spine so much. That's why I found swimming. Now swimming, similar to other sports, it very good for your heart and your lung. It's an all-over body sport. But the advantage of swimming is that unlike other sports, when you are on contact with the ground, your body actually stretches on your knee and ankle. In swimming, when you lie sideways and your body is supported by the water, so the stretch you receive is minimum. In fact, swimming is #1 recommended sport for people with knee, ankle injury, and spine injury. The second reason that I love swimming is that don't you get headache when after you exercise, you sweat a lot, you smell like pig, your hair is all over the place. You look like you just give birth. It's not the case for swimming. After swimming, the water is cooling you down so you don't sweat too much. And whatever sweat that's coming out is washed away by the water. So by the time you come up from the swimming pool, you feel so fresh, and you even look sexy. The advertising when a girl coming out of the swimming pool and do her head shake, slow motion and sexy face start to flow. Yeah, that's you when you come up from the swimming pool. And the third, also the most important reason for me to learn how to swim, is you can save yourself when you drown. Now I've been fell into water once when I was a little kid, and believe me, it's not a pleasant experience at all. Knowing how to swim, you can at least float. Waiting for somebody to help. And being familiar with the water, you won't panic. Because the more you panic, the faster you sink. So there you go. Swimming is not only good for your health, can reduce stress on your leg and ankle, on your spine. It's very refreshing, and it can save you in the emergency. Now who's ready to swim? Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lum, thank you so much for your speech. Swimming. How many swimmers in the room? One? Who else?
You didn't know how to swim?
I love it. I love it. So he planned this. Ahead of time, he found out how many people here love swimming, and he planned this speech just for you. That's knowing your audience. That's an advanced thing in public speaking. Do your homework. Know your audience. Oh, you didn't do that? No. Okay.
I wish I would.
But it brings up a good point. In public speaking, it is good if the more you know your audience, the more you can cater your message to them. And actually, we've talked about swimming in the past couple of weeks, so I think maybe it was top of mind. I thought it was a great speech. It was very well prepared, well delivered, well structured. He had very clear structure in the speech. He gave us information and a little bit of inspiring words to maybe get into the sport. A lot of great info. There was a lot of playful humor in the speech, and I love that. I love when you said it looks like you just gave birth when you're all sweating. That was hilarious. And the slow motion sexiness description was also quite hilarious. What could you do to take the speech to the next level? I would encourage you to use even more body gestures, hand gestures. You use them naturally. You were good when you were talking about spine. You use your body naturally. But I would encourage you to use it even more when you're swimming. You can even just kind of get loose and get into the mode. Maybe you don't have to do it the whole speech, but a couple more loose gestures, I think, can make it even more interesting for us to watch you. one idea, I think you have a very natural sensibility up here. And I would love to see you express yourself even more. So when you were doing the sexy bit, right, I would love to see you try and push that to the next level. So you did it, you're like, come on, I would love to see you, the audience would go nuts laughing if you were like, and you, and like, just bring that out, you know what I mean? Like, do that and just get loose. And the more you overact that scene, the funnier it will be. And then when you got the audience laughing, that's when you really make a connection with them. You have a natural ability to be humorous and playful and charming. Take it to the next level. You have such a strong voice. I want to see you push that. In general, I thought it was a fantastic speech. The speech was about how to say it, the language he uses, literary techniques. He used a few triads. A triad is the list of three, so it's good for safety. Your spinal whip, it's a list of three. He used a bunch of those. And then he had some good analogies and vivid descriptions. So I think he did a fantastic job. Push yourself, your gestures, your emotional tone even more, and you'll be on the move soon. All right, thank you, Mr. Long.